Good morning, students. So today we are going to discuss other different type of phytohormones. Two hormones we have already discussed in the previous video, and today we are going to discuss about cytokinin, ethylene, and abscisic acid. So cytokinin, the role is mainly on the process of cytokinesis. Cytokinesis, all of you know that. So that is the division of cytoplasm. After the division of the chromosome in the process of cell division, then there is division of the cytoplasm, and the cytokinin, so that is mainly helping in the process of cytokinesis. And it was discovered as kinetin from herring. Herring, so that is Atlantic fish. Herring sperm DNA. Okay, and the scientists who discovered, they were Skoog and the Miller. So cytokinins are in the form of kinetin, it is not found in plants. As I told you, the first it was discovered in the herring sperm DNA, and in the form of the kinetin it is not available in plants. For the first time in the plants it was discovered as GRT in corn. Corn means maize, corn kernel, and also in the coconut milk. So in the animal it was discovered in the form of the kinetin, whereas in the plant it was discovered in the form of the GRT. So after the discovery of the GRT, many other naturally and the synthetic occurring cytokinin, they were also discovered in plants. And these are all the purine derivative. These are actually the derivative of adenine. Adenine, so that is one of the nitrogenous base of DNA. So they belong to the group which is called the purine. So these are mainly purine derivatives. And they are synthesized in plant where rapid cell division occurs. So because mainly the effect, so that is on the process of cytokinesis. So mainly at the tip of the shoot or the tip of the roots where there is active cell division process is going on, mainly cytokinin, so that is discovered in those part of the plants. Now what are the functions of cytokinin? Cytokinin helps to produce new leaves and chloroplast in leaves. Because it is helping in the process of cell division, so naturally it is helping in growth and it is helping in the growth of the leaves. Then lateral shoot growth and adventitious shoot growth. Lateral shoot growth means in place of the shoot, so that is elongating, you can find out there are lateral shoots are development. So when there is a more number of the shoots they are developing from the sides of the branch, then you can see the plant will be bushy. There will be more vegetative growth in plants. So there is formation of the lateral shoot also, and the formation of the adventitious shoot formation. Suppose you are cutting the stems, then you can see more number of the stems they are developing from that part. So that is called adventitious shoot formation. They overcome apical dominance. Apical dominance means only you can see the stem, so that is becoming longer in one particular direction towards the upward. So if you want to prevent the apical dominance, here the apex of the shoot, so that is dominating, so there is no growth of the lateral branches from that state. So if you are cutting the apical dominance, then you can see the lateral branches they are developing from the sides of the branch. Also, it is promoting nutrient mobilization to delay leaf senescence. Senescence means aging. It is delaying leaf aging by transportation of the minerals. Because in plants, what happens if there is aging? Because there are many processes where you can see the elements or the minerals they are moving from one part to another plants. Generally, from the old parts of the plants, the minerals they are moving to the younger parts where the young leaves or the young fruits or the young buds they are developing. So it is also helping to delay senescence, delay the aging process of leaf. Next hormone is ethylene. Ethylene, so that is a gaseous plant growth regulator and produced in tissues undergoing senescence and fruit ripening. So the part of the plant where you can see aging is taking place or the ripening of the fruit, so that is taking place. In those parts, ethylene, so that is reduced. So how it is responsible for the fruit falling? Because when fruit is ripe in plant, then you can see fruit will fall down. So how the fall down that is taking place? That is by the formation of a layer which is called abscissor. For example, suppose this is the branch and this is the petiole and this is the leaf. When the leaf, so that is old or the mature leaf, then you can see there is a abscissor layer formation here. And this layer, it is a layer of dead cell. So you can find out the contact between the branch and the petiole, so that is broken. How? By the formation of a dead layer, and the layer is called abscissor layer. Okay? So that is the reason how it is helping in the either leaf fall or the fruit fall. Then the fruit ripening, so that is done with the help of the ethylene. It can enhance the rate of respiration. In which part of the plant you can see ethylene, so that is produced, and the rate of respiration, so that will be faster. Then it breaks seed and the bud dormancy. What is dormancy? So dormancy is the inactive period during which if it is seed dormancy, then the seed will not germinate. Although we are providing all the favorable conditions to seed for the process of germination, but then also you can see there is no germination of the seed or the bud, so that is called dormancy. So it is breaking the seed and the bud dormancy so that the seed can germinate and bud also can develop into flower or fruits. It promotes rapid internode elongation in the rice seedling. Rice seedling, you have seen that in the paddy field there is water is there, stagnant water is there, and the rice plant needs more amount of water. So here with the help of the ethylene, the internode, so that is suddenly that is becoming longer. When the internode is becoming longer, then you can see the shoot part of the plant, so that is remaining mostly above the water. Because if it is inside the water, then the plants will be damaged. So because of the rapid internodal elongation, you can see the rice plant they are very tall and most part of the shoot, so that is above the water. Then also it is helping in the root growth and the root hair formation. If the root growth will be more number of the roots are developing, then it is increasing the absorbing capacity of the plants, because the roots they are taking water and the minerals from the soil. It is also initiating flowering in some plants. So these are all the different roles of the ethylene, and the artificial ethylene which is used, the name is the ethicon. So ethicon is helping in fruit ripening. Because farmers when they pluck fruit from plant, then they pluck raw fruit. Because it's the ripe fruit, so that is plucked. Then on the way of transporting from one place to another place, the fruits will be damaged. So that is the reason why the fruits they are plucked when they are not ripe, they are the raw fruits. Then the ethicon, which is in the liquid form, so that is kept in any container, so that the ethylene gas, so that is released slowly, and the fruit ripening will take place while on the way of transporting, so that we can protect fruits.